So on Facebook, there's a couple articles like this about the recent Indianapolis shooting, which is horrible with 8 people killed. You can find a very similar article to this one with almost exact same title actually on NBC, which is the one I saw on Facebook. And more victims. Well, you always see there's a bunch of similar ones. And then a bunch. So now I don't see it, but I'll post the NBC one. Yeah, it's also really strange how many of them have almost the exact same title, which I think means a lot of people are just copying off of each other despite pledges. But anyways, besides that, the main point is always people in always conversations are saying, why make it about race or religion? And blah, blah, blah. Well, first of all, Sikhs is not a race, it's a religion. But the fact is that over 90% of this warehouse, and to see it right there, are members of the local Sikh community. Almost all of the Sikh community there is brown, most of them South Asian. Then another higher percentage of the local thing is South Asian or other Asian. Then you have other brown and black employees. So a very minority of the warehouse actually is white. So to say that race did not take some play is probably missing a big amount of the details. Now, race also gets confused with Muslim communities, that people don't realize Muslims can be of any race and everything. And there's a reason why I'm saying Muslims. People don't realize Hindus can also not always be South Asian, even though predominantly is. But the race and religion hatred spill over. Sikhs also dress up to look what many people think is Muslim. Now, they're not Muslim. They should not be confused with it. But hate isn't based on people studying religions and understanding religions. So people look at these people and think they must be Muslim because of how they dress. And a lot of them do dress noticeably different because it's part of their religion to dress with these turbans, the men. And therefore, all this anti-Muslim hate goes against them and them seen as foreigners. Awful, there's soon be Muslim hate on the other end too. But that makes it religion. And then people say, oh, I do not know what Sikh religion is. Therefore, they couldn't have been a hate crime against them. Well, they noticeably look different. These people did not have to understand that what Sikh religion is in depth to actually bully and target them. All they had to do is look at them and see they're different to hate them. These are not people that understand very much. And also, if you're in the local community, you much more likely know about Sikhism if you live next to a Sikh temple and hate them, unfortunately, than some random person. Then there's all these recent rise in hate crimes and stuff. So yes, there's a good amount of thing to say that it was in some way targeted against Sikh community because of xenophobia, religious hate against other religions, whether they knew it was Sikh or not, against other races. And then the Sikh community itself is now trying to take action. They're trying to reduce hate crimes against a variety of religions, including their own. They're trying to reduce hate crimes against a variety of races, and they're calling for stricter gun control. So they're taking action, which makes it even more about them. So this whole thing, like, let's not make it about the Sikh community, is just wrong. And it is about their community, but it's also about how it intersects with other communities. Now, do we know the exact thing about why this person committed the crime? No. But all the stories about the shooter are all like how he loved hockey and blah, blah, blah. So they're not talking about it, and which is very suspicious. So maybe he was hateful, or maybe not. But there's a lot of evidence. And still, why didn't he shoot up some place where there's more white employees? Because there's plenty of those places. He could have shot up. There's plenty of places, but he chose this specific place. So there must have been someone. It might have been a little bit of reason or very overt. I'm leaning towards very overt, but it definitely took something. And even if none of this was true, that it wasn't due to racism and anti-religion, which it highly likely is, it still affected this community predominantly, and this community is speaking out against it. So they're still taking action. Well, sorry for this much heavier topic than usual. Please like and subscribe and share my channel. It really helps the channel out. Thank you very much. Goodbye.